I do have a container filled with projects that I could cry. I have finished up this turtle. Just need to be fastened off. Turning out so cute. Hey guys, it has been a while since I've made a little video. I have a market this Saturday that I'm prepping for. I did have 2 weeks since my last market to prep for this market, but I decided to have Christmas off really. Had a few customs to get through and I also just needed a break because my wrist was starting to sound like cement. No, it wasn't making any noises, but it was just a bit painful because of all the crochet I've been doing leading up to all the markets for before Christmas. This Saturday is a night market, so it will be from 3 till 7 p.m. So I'm pretty excited for that. I do have a container filled with projects that need completing, which I'll quickly show you what I've been up to. I started making this bunny that will be in overalls. I just haven't decided what color yet. I'm going between the light blue or pink in Feels Like Bliss, but we'll see. I also have made one duck so far with a hat. I just need to do the eyes and its beak and then it's done. And then I have a whole bunch of ducks in frog hats. They all pretty much are done. They just need to be fastened off, and yeah, if I'm making any keychains, then I'll make them keychains. And then I thought it would be really cute, but I've started 2 chicks in mushroom hats. So I just need to add their little white dots and fasten them off. And I thought that that would be really, really cute. So we'll see how those go. I still have quite a lot of stock left from the last market, but there are things I would like to restock because we are now in school holidays and I am in a major holiday destination. So I would like to have good stock, especially of my small like chicks and little makes, because they are easy to grab and usually the most popular. This is the list of everything I could think of that I would like to make. This is the list of things that realistically I can make before the market. And then this is the list of priorities that I can try and get done today. So yesterday I had the 6 chicks in frog hats, 2 chicks in a shroom hat, and 1 large duck in a frog hat. Got those 3 done. Those 3 are checked off the list. Now, what I would like to make today, so I need to make 3 more ducks in hats, which are those big ones with the frog. I would like to make a pink hat, a purple hat, and a teddy bear hat. I would like to make a large ginger loaf, and I really want to make a turtle. I live in an area with turtles and dolphins. I live on the coast, so I'm near the beach, so sea life would probably be a good seller. And last market, I got asked by 2 people if I had any turtles. So I would really like to make a turtle, which I think I might make now, to be honest. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to make a turtle today / first. Hopefully I can also get a duck done, but we'll see. So the pattern I'm using today is Crochet by Jenna's. It's her Valentine's Day bow and heart turtle pattern. However, I'm not making a pink turtle. I have been really wanting to make like a green and brown one. So I'll be using Burnout Baby Blanket, I think lime, I think this is. And then this is Premier Basics and another burnout blanket. I'll be using those, and then also just a little burnout blanket for like the trimming / outlines of the fins. So yeah, I'm super excited. I have been wanting to make this sort of colorway turtle for a while, so I'm keen to have that, and I think it's going to really suit being at the Maritime Museum markets. I think it's kind of perfect. I just have my headphones on because I'm not actually going to watch anything today. I think I get really sidetracked while I watch things, and I really just want to focus, so I'm going to listen to an audiobook instead. Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a little update. It is 6:40 p.m. now. I've crocheted for about, probably only like 3 hours today. I had a bit more of a chillaxed day with crocheting, but I really wanted to show you guys today's make. So I have finished up this turtle and I am so happy with the colorway. I'm really happy with the choice I made, and I love how big it's turned out. Like, that's my hand. It is massive, and once it's stuffed, it's heavy as. This one took me about 2.5, borderline 3 hours to complete. Okay, so it's been a few days since I've crocheted. I have quite a few customs to get through, but I need a break from crocheting, and I have so many safety eyes that arrived, and I recently bought this thing from Spotlight not long ago, and I want to organize it because it's a mess. And I honestly don't have labels for anything in here right now. So I'd like to go ahead and label it. So that's what we're doing today. Well, that's what I'm doing and you're going to watch. So yeah, I don't have any labels or any stickers of a kind. What I do have is a crap ton of memo pads and tape. So I'm going to make my own labels with the memo pads because I have so many of them and I don't really use a lot of them because I have an addiction and I collected them. So I'm going to use them and make tags and then attach them with some sticky tape and then fill them all up. Okay, so it is all organized. That took me about 40 minutes and I think that probably was compressed into like a 2-minute time lapse. So I'm pretty quick. Anyway, so this is how it's looking. I'm really happy with how the labels turned out actually. I think they look homemade, that's for sure, but it does the job. So pretty much how it is it's 8 to, or like I think 16mm black eyes because that's what I have right now. I do have two 12mm because I did find a difference between a different brand that I've brought from Spotlight and the ones I bought online. They are different, so I've had to label them separately because I do still buy some eyes from Spotlight because I do like them. Then we have the beginnings of like the clear eyes, so I can make my own. So we've got 12, 14, 16, 18, and then I've got 20, 25 and 30 in black, and then down here there's 20 mils and 25mm in white. So yeah, that's how this is looking. I'm pretty happy with it. It looks a lot more organized and now it's a lot easier for me to access my eyes. Now I'm gonna go move on to do something else. What it is, haven't decided yet. I have quite a bad headache though, so we'll see. Okay guys, so I'm so excited to show you this. I had to film it instantly. As you guys know, I don't know if you saw the last video, I got a Feels Like Bliss order. Since then, my second order that I made came, which involved a bunch of pinks actually. Pretty much this is all that changed in that order. I got this other blue, a pink, and this blush. So now I have both types of blue, which are stunning by the way. So, oh my gosh, I was too excited. I have like 2 customs to make, but I was up till 3:30 in the morning starting this project and I just finished it. And oh my God, I could cry. I might cry. This was a labor of love so much. Oh my God, I am crying. You can remove his overalls, but oh my goodness, I love him so much. He's perfect. I just wanted to show you guys. I haven't really filmed today, but that's okay. Okay, so it's currently, I think it's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
It is currently Wednesday. A lovely lady who is a local to me actually ordered this bearded dragon at the beginning of December. Unfortunately, at the time, I was happy to take on the custom, but I wasn't able to complete it yet because I was prepping crazy for all the markets. And I've been in communication with the lady who's purchased the bearded dragon. I've been updating her. She has been nothing but kind and understanding. So she just kept telling me there's no rush, put me on the bottom of the list. But I'm not doing that to her anymore because I've got no more customs that I have to worry about with a deadline. And all of them are just chill. Do them when you can. So this is my top priority now. So far I've got this much done. So the pattern I'm using today is Pogon the Bearded Dragon. It is made by Crochet from Mars. I'll put a photo here. I'll also put it in the description. So far it's really easy to read. I'm really loving it. I'm going to keep going on this bearded dragon. I'm hoping to get the head done soon. I'm not really timing myself on this. I probably should though. So yeah, as I said, I'm just going to keep going on the head and hopefully I can probably get the head and maybe the next page done, but I'm not really pushing myself too hard because my wrist is aching again and I actually don't know where my compression glove is. I'm going to have to find that. Hey guys, it's now 7 p.m, same day. Really wasn't expecting it, but I got it done. I can't believe it. So he ended up taking me 3 hours, and yeah, probably a little bit over because I kept stopping and starting the timer and then forgetting to press play. But I wasn't expecting to start and finish it today. So I'm super, super happy. And honestly, I did well. Like, you all know I have ADHD. I did well with just sitting and staying put. I'm really proud of myself, actually. I did get distracted a few times, but yeah, like I think when I did my last check-in, it was 3:30. It's now 7. So I'm going to go ahead and send her some photos and message her. I'm sorry the lighting's a little bit I just really quickly wanted to show you guys this, but the sun is going down, obviously. So I'm using my computer to light my face up. I'm going to go ahead and send her some photos and arrange either pick up or drop off. I know that she is a very busy lady, so I might offer to drop him off for her. Hey guys, okay, so it is post-market. You're probably wondering, where was all the market footage? Great absolute question that you have, and I'm so incredibly sorry. The market that you just see me prep for and saw just even the beginning of my table of, the wind was possibly the worst wind I've ever experienced, and genuinely it was dangerous. There was actually a branch just above our stall and they had to tape it off because it was actually falling. So I've never lived so dangerously at a market, but I'm so sorry. It was too windy. I was unable to have my camera out. I've already experienced once my camera falling because of the wind. Even though I had weights on my gazebo, my partner had to be holding down the gazebo just for extra support. And consistently I had to be fixing up my plushies. It didn't matter how I set them up. They kept flying everywhere and it was really difficult. In fact, I'm actually shocked that the market wasn't cancelled, but whatever, it's fine. We still did absolutely amazing. I'm very, very happy with it. I'm just so sorry I was unable to set the camera up or film. Even if I could, you wouldn't have been able to hear me because of the wind. I could barely hear when people were talking to me. It was chaos. The weather was chaos. And lesson learned, if the wind is ever like that again, in my opinion, the money's not worth it. It was not an enjoyable experience. Meeting everyone was great, but the experience of the weather was not, and it was very stressful. I know you guys look forward to the market interactions. I know I do for my market vlogs. This being said, next time for a market, if it's not a setup I can put my camera set up for, if my partner is with me at the market, he will film for me. So I'm really, really sorry. Now for what you probably want to know is the market wrap. I'm not today going to be telling you what I took. I'm going to tell you the total items I took, how much I sold and what sold, but I'm going to forget about what I took because honestly at this point for the past few markets, I'm sure if you're watching this video, you watched my other ones. What I've taken is very similar for the holiday markets and you've seen the table, so you can kind of get an idea. But that being said, if you do want me to tell you what I take and then what I sold, please let me know in the comments if that is what you would prefer, or if you would prefer I just tell you what I sold. Please also let me know. So I've got my iPad here and I'm going to go through it. So I had a capybara with a floaty. It sold for $30. I then had a no-sew capybara, which sold for $25. I had a fuzzy Feels Like Bliss no-sew capybara as well. That was also $25. I had 2 small loaf cats which sold for $25 each. However, I kind of screwed up. The first sale of the day was a small cat loaf and I wasn't thinking and I sold it for $15 instead of the $25. It's fine. It's whatever. Neither of us picked it up. I hope they enjoy their cat. I then also had the calico medium cat, which sold for $30. I sold my dessert cat loaf for $30 as well. I had 6 chicks in frog hats and all of them sold for $15 each. I had 2 chicks in mushroom hats and 1 sold for $15. I had a no-sew cow which sold for $15. I had a fuzzy cow in overalls which sold for $55. I had a blue, green and white drift which sold for $30. I then had a booty frog in lime green. I had 2 of those and I sold 1 of them for $20. I then also had a leggy frog in mint green and that one sold for $20. I had 3 sitting frogs in lime and I sold 2 of those for $15 each. I had 1 pink sitting frog and that one sold for $15. I had another sitting frog lime green, that was a keychain and that one sold for $15. I had a fuzzy bee with Feels Like Bliss yarn. This one was actually weighted this time as well and that one sold for $55. I then had my small fuzzy ferret which sold for $30 and I'm so glad that one found a home. That is like one of my favorite creations I've made. I then had a blue green octo which sold for $15. I had 2 shroomies and both of those sold for $20 each. I then had a whale keychain in blue which sold for $15 and then I also had had another whale keychain in purple, which also sold for $15. And then I sold one clay charm, which was my Miffy head with headphones and bows charm, and that one sold for $30. It's really awesome. The past few markets, I have sold at least 1 or 2 clay charms, which is really, really cool because it's cool to know that like my clay charms do stand out next to the crochet, which I feared it wouldn't. So in total, I sold 31 items with a store fee of $45. I in total took $1,870 worth of stock, and I sold $685 of stock. Minus the store fee, I made $645, which to be honest, I'm very, very happy with. Can't complain. That's a really good turnout. Again, I'm super sorry that this video didn't have any market interaction. The weather just fought against me. Promising the next one it'll be better. Next video will most likely be a challenge, and I'm really excited for you guys to see that. And if you have any other video ideas, please comment below. But apart from that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like the video and feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see more market vlogs. And please comment any ideas or any plushies that you would like to see me make. I would love to hear your suggestions. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye!